Hi everyone. I recently finished the book Range by David Epstein. This book really surprised me. When I heard about it in the years after its 2019 release, the main premise sounded rather unremarkable. Having a range of diverse skill sets is just as important as specialization. What makes this book so great are the examples and arguments that people who specialize in an unrelated field can come in and ingeniously figure out a solution to a problem that had long stumped experts in their particular field. The specialist is still tremendously important for their ability to discover and communicate all the knowledge they've attained, but sometimes the outsider can combine it with their own seemingly unrelated expertise to finally arrive at a solution. The book also really hammers home the need to solve a situation by looking outside the box, illustrated by the Carter Racing case study that's used in business colleges and how it parallels with 1986's Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. The main argument is that even if you have plenty of data presented in front of you to make a decision, always be open to asking questions, following hunches, and requesting additional data which may be crucial. There was also an excellent chapter devoted to Nintendo's Gunpei Yokoi and his relationship with Hiroshi Yamauchi. Retro Nintendo fans will get a huge kick out of this chapter, even if they don't want to read the rest of the book. Outside of a chapter which gets highly technical to illustrate its points, the book was by and large easy to read. It provided a wonderful lesson on how humanity all across the world can assist one another with our individual specialized skills and knowledge. A strong case is also made to not let your knowledge and preconceptions hinder rather than help you. There was also lots of very surprising studies, experiments, and neuroscience on how the brain actually memorizes and utilizes information. I can see myself reading this again, maybe in another language which will take longer to process, yet really hammer home the points. If you'd like to stick around, here are my top 5 takeaways from this book. Number 1, from page 82, using procedures versus making connections. In schools all across the world, solving a problem purely by memorizing a formula is less effective than learning to understand the concept more broadly and coming up with answers more intuitively. Number 2, from page 86, the hypercorrection effect. When providing incorrect answers to a question, those who are wildly inaccurate or overconfident of their answers tended to learn faster. The brain becomes more malleable to the degree that it's being challenged. Number 3, from pages 100 through 102, Johannes Kepler and analogies. By using analogies such as whirlpools and magnetism to explain the behavior of a planet's ellipses orbit, which contradicted with the celestial sphere theory, Kepler invented the field of astrophysics. Number 4, from pages 193 through 196, lateral thinking with withered technology. Unable to compete with established electronics and toy companies, Gunpei Yokoi used cheap LCD technology to create the Game & Watch, fulfilling a need for recreation during train commutes while appearing discreet and practical. And number 5, from pages 248 and 249, NASA's rigidness. NASA management demanding data from engineers concerned with a project partially led to the Challenger disaster. By requiring a strong argument to alter a program, engineers were discouraged from being guided by hunches, which may later prove invaluable. All right, I hope you enjoyed my look at Range by David Epstein, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.